They say when you join a cult, you don't get to leave. I thought that was just paranoia. I was wrong. By the time I realized what was happening, it was too late. I wasn't just in a cult, I was their next offering. It started with an invitation to a weekend retreat. Isolated cabins, no cell service, friendly smiles hiding something sinister. I should have left the first night, but they wouldn't let me. Before I tell you what happened, ask yourself, if you realized too late that you'd joined a cult, how would you escape? Drop your theories in the comments. Now, let me take you back to where it all started. It began with a friend's invitation. Ryan, a co-worker I'd known for years, told me about a life-changing retreat in upstate New York. 3 days in a quiet, secluded lodge, cut off from the distractions of the modern world. He swore it had helped him find purpose. I wasn't really into self-help seminars, but he was persistent. You'll love it, man. You just have to trust the process. That phrase stuck with me, but I shrugged it off. The retreat was at a place called Blackwood Lodge, deep in the Catskills. The website was minimalistic, with stock photos of serene landscapes and glowing testimonials from people who claimed their lives had changed. But something about it felt off. There was no contact information, no listed staff, just a form to sign up. Still, I let Ryan convince me. It's exclusive, he said. Invitation only, not some tourist trap. I should have listened to my gut. The drive up was uneventful, but the deeper I got into the mountains, the worse the roads became. No phone signal, just dense woods stretching for miles. When I arrived, the first thing I noticed was the silence. No cars, no birds, just the wind in the trees. A woman in a white robe greeted me at the entrance. Elena. Welcome, brother, she said, smiling too widely. You're here to awaken. Ryan was there too, beaming. You made it. Trust me, this is going to change everything. I expected a rustic retreat. Instead, I found rituals, rules, and people who seemed just a little too devoted. The first night, we gathered in the main hall, a circular wooden structure with dim lighting. The leader, Elias, spoke in a calm, hypnotic voice. We are here to cleanse ourselves of the false world, he said, to break free from the illusions of modern life. Here, we are family. Here, we are safe. They made us recite phrases. The body is a cage. The mind is a door. It was unsettling, but I played along. Then, the rules came. No phones, no outside communication, no leaving without permission, no questioning the process. That night, in my cabin, I whispered to Ryan, "Dude, this feels culty." He just smiled. "It's only weird at first. Just trust the process." That phrase again. By the second day, I started noticing things. The way the others whispered when they thought I wasn't listening. The way Elena and Elias watched me too closely. The fact that there were no cars anywhere. That night, during a meditation session, Elias said something that set off every alarm in my head. Only those who let go of their old lives may truly awaken. Then, a girl tried to leave. She stood up mid-session and said, "I want to go home." Elena smiled. "The process isn't finished." "I don't care. I'm leaving." She stormed toward the door. 2 men stood in front of it. She never came back. Ryan just sat beside me, unfazed. That night, I searched for an escape. In the main hall's office, I found a filing cabinet filled with names, dozens of them. Some had red X's next to them. Ryan's name had one, so did mine. Then I heard voices outside, footsteps. They knew I was snooping. I slipped out the back and ran. I ran through the woods. No flashlight, no phone, just moonlight and the sound of footsteps behind me. I reached a clearing where I saw a massive wooden structure, a towering effigy. Inside, the girl who tried to leave was tied up. Elias stood beside her, holding a torch. "The body is a cage," he said. "The mind is a door." I stepped on a branch, heads turned. Ryan appeared beside me, calm, smiling. "I told you," he whispered. "You just have to trust the process." Then he grabbed my arm, hard. I fought, broke free, ran. I don't remember how I found the road, just headlights, someone stopping me screaming for help. A week after escaping, I filed a police report. They searched the area but found nothing. No lodge, no cabins, no sign that anyone had ever been there. They chalked it up to a mix-up, maybe even stress-induced paranoia. But I knew what I saw. I couldn't let it go. I started digging, searching online for anything about Blackwood Lodge. I found nothing. No website, no retreat listings. It was like it had never existed. Then, I checked missing persons databases. Ryan's name wasn't there because, officially, Ryan never existed. His work records were gone. His apartment, already rented to someone else. It was like his life had been erased overnight. And then, last night, I got a letter, no return address, just a single sheet of paper inside. You were never supposed to leave. I'm writing this now because I know they're still watching. I don't know who they are, or how deep this goes. But if you ever get invited to a retreat with no traceable history, with people who smile too much and speak in rehearsed phrases, don't go. What do you think happened to Ryan? Was I hallucinating? Or is the cult still out there? Drop your theories below, I'll pin the most chilling one.